Welcome to Poppy's Garden. I have got my work cut out for me. Usu is harvesting. I'm harvesting and she's canning. But we got 6 or 8 green peppers. We got about 10 or 15 squash plants. Got about 4 or 5 banana peppers. Got some beans coming on. These are best bush beans. Got some pickles, pickling cucumbers, and they're turning out great. I probably need to pick them. Got some big nice green peppers. Got 2 100-foot rows of okra, and I also have red okra, which I've been wondering. I planted it, I forgot about it, but it definitely is red okra. This is my winter garden section here. I'm going to put some leaf compost down, dirt, and a row of mulch. So I'm gonna plant both those sides when my squash dies back with brassicas, cauliflower, cabbage, and some broccoli. I had some zucchini, but it has just disappeared in my squash. Straight neck squash. Perfect size for that. And I got plenty of that. But no, my zucchini hadn't done really well for some reason. And we got squash borer bees, borer bugs, squash borer in my squash and pumpkins. But you want to walk around? One of the things I've been learning in this Living Soil Handbook is not to ever have uncovered soil. Uncovered soil is bad for the ecosystem below the surface, like worms, and the heat basically heats them up, and they're not active. But with this, it'll cover up the dirt, and they'll be active, and the worms and bugs and all kind of good things dig holes, and it creates oxygen and ways for water to get down in there. So it's all good. That's why we love worms, and they're passing through all their good stuff. Got a little bit of pumpkin here. We've got some really nice sized pumpkins though. Got some zinnias for Usu's. Got some orange pumpkins there, but I don't know if they're going to make it because the squash bugs got to them. Some more beans and okra, red okra. I'm excited about seeing my red okra. It's starting to bloom. And as you can see here, we got some nice size okra. Not really big, but I've picked a couple of messes from them. Now, I'm excited about this. This is our corn. It's not really big right now, but it's still got some growing to do. I've hit it with a product called Agri-Thrive, and I think it's helped. It's kind of plumped them up a little bit, but probably half of that is husk. So that corn is way too small at this point. And this one's getting sizable. That's a nice size. But this is just our test. We're going to buy our corn because it's so much easier to buy, and we can buy bulk and pick it up. But this is sort of a test for my garden. Down here we got some more, I think they're called bush beans. And, these purple hulls, look at these. Purple hulls are coming along really well. So we're going to get the Pastor Duke and Sister Duke. They'll like those. And I guess we could go back around and let's look at the tomatoes. Planted 163 tomato plants. And it has kept me busy, but I got down with these. These are not the way to go. Do not use these. Don't waste your money. This is the only way to go. It holds up that trellis so much better. You could probably do one every other one, okay? But 3 or 4 of these in a row just won't hold up. And look what my tomatoes are all on the ground. So, but as you can see, I got some to pick in the morning. I'm gonna come out early and pick. But I bet we got a good mess of
Tell how you keep your rows all weed free.
And I like that because this is something I discovered in that living soil too. This is all leaf mulch, but see how moist that is below? That's going to be great. And what I've done below that is cardboard, if you can see it, which will decompose over a period of 6 months to a year. And this garden last year was knee-high in weeds, and it got out of control, totally out of control. But this year, I've lost control over here, but these rows are still workable. I can still get my wheelbarrow in here and pick. And you know, I don't have compost in here like I will next year, but this is not bare soil, but the weeds have gotten me there. But so far, I'm excited about that and doing it even better next year. And this one, I was excited about this earlier in the year, but the weeds got after me. And I had it tarped for 6 months, and they still came back. So I'm going to mow this down, tarp it for about a month, and then I'll come back with some winter stuff. But this has got a...
It's still beautiful though.
Yeah, it is
It's
pretty.
so pretty.
It is. I love the flowers, the daisy
wildflowers.
style flowers, the poppies.
Yeah,
I
love
don't.
it.
This is. I don't know if that's wild or
it's Queen Anne's lace.
Queen
Yeah,
Anne's
it's-
lace.
It's wild, but it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, it's got a really pretty
And
colorful
over here,
zinnias.
mhm.
And you know those are all volunteer. I didn't plant any of those.
Wow.
They came back. I planted these over here and they didn't do so well. And also planted later. We'll see.
And then the pansies are finally
Yeah,
starting
that's
to
amazing.
bloom.
Look, these guys are not, but this one is for
Yeah.
some reason. So
Tomatoes
I understand that tansies will become a weed if you're not careful with them, and these look like they're going to flowers, which means there's seeds in there. But I don't mind them. I mean,
I love them, so maybe we could,
harvest them.
yeah.
I mean, thinking that's what we need to do anyway. But look how mature, look how tall that is. It's tall as a tomato plant.
Wow. They're gorgeous. These are just beautiful.
Yeah, I'm loving those. But 163 tomato plants, and it looks like Usu's gonna stay busy all summer canning. Some more tansy there. I planted tansies thinking that they would hinder bugs, and they have pretty well. Another thing I like are these Romas.
Aromas. Mhm.
They are not good to eat because the skin is so thick, but they make great paste, and they
Mhm.
might even mix in with your tomato sauce
Oh yeah.
and
definitely.
juice.
Yeah,
But they're real.
I like them.
They're pasty.
They're meaty.
Meaty, there you go. And this was new. I planted buckwheat because they say it is good for the soil. And for a lot of reasons, it matures early, and look there's no grass.
Yeah.
It matures so fast that
Yeah.
it beats the grass.
And
And then the
pretty
sunflowers. Oh, look at the birds picking off the seeds. Look at there. And they're not mature. I don't think that seed. But look at these giant ones. We got some giant ones and some smaller. I forget
that
what
one-
they call
is
them,
the
but
big
that's a
one
giant sunflower and no bloom on
No
it.
bloom yet.
But look how big this thing is. Big around as my wrist. That's a tree, and that's grown since April.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Look, this one's about to bloom though.
Yeah, that is really gonna be good. And the funny thing about it is, the amazing thing, if you come out here in the morning, these sunflowers are turning to the east.
Oh.
By the afternoon, they turn to the west. That literally, they follow the sun. And in the morning, we'll see them. They'll be popped out this way. And this is what I meant by Poppy's Grow. We got 4 apple trees, 2 fig trees. One of them died and is coming back. Well, one fig tree is nice, going to be nice. I lost a plum tree, have 1 more plum, and I have 2 pears and 2 peaches. Look how pretty the peaches.
Mm-hmm.
I love peach cobbler, and we can't wait to harvest some of those. Lots of work, but I've learned another thing. Peach trees need to be open center like a vase so that the sun can shine down in, and they need to be open center. Where an apple tree needs to have a central leader which comes up and all the apples come off of it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm trying to prune them to open center, but right now I'm gonna let them grow through the summer and get a lot of leaf. And this fall, I'm planning on doing that.
And here's a little
Herb garden.
herb garden. My goodness, this is really grown.
Matured, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I forgot what that's called.
I think it's sage.
Sage. We sager. We got
And then mint.
all kind of mints. A little weed there. And then chives, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Chives, and then hollyhock.
Mm-hmm.
And then down there, it's really starting to come out.
Oh,
It's,
is it?
Yeah, it's worth looking at. We got to get this. Johnson grass is so evasive. It is incredible. It is hard to get rid of. But look at my fig. How pretty that
Oh,
is.
wow.
That's going to be fig jelly here pretty soon. Couple years. This little bad boy right here,
Oh,
he died on me, but the root came back, which is great. They say they're pretty aggressive growers, but that'll produce. That's a Chicago hardy, so
Mhm.
it's very good through the winter here, and it'll produce some really nice figs that we can make jelly out of. 4 apple trees, they're all different kinds. I've got them written down. I gotta put labels on them. And let's look at the what's it called?
hydrangea.
Hydrangea. So I'm getting a lot of greenery on it, new greenery, no new flowers.
Oh, yeah.
But as you see here, I can know. Oh.
There's where the rabbits have been coming in.
Somebody's in and going out.
Oh, man.
What?
Yep.
Somebody got in here and wants out. That is insane.
Well, I just saw a rabbit just hop across the road. There he goes right there.
Oh, well, see, how did he get out of that? I don't think he got out of that. That's interesting. I've gotten some nibbles on my tomato plants, but you see, I have no weeds here, and the reason why is I laid that cardboard down.
Right.
I've got a little bit of break or two probably in the cardboard, and that's coming up through there, but that's so much easier to handle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can do that in 2 minutes.
Well, show
Versus,
us the big pumpkins. I know that's.
all right, the big pumpkins are up there. We got the elderberry. This is my tart.
Oh, here's a little apple.
Uh-huh. But here's elderberry, and the elderberry story is that it grows like 6 feet. You cut this down in January, and it'll grow 6 feet the second year.
It's all over the sides of the roads. Whenever you're driving,
Yeah,
you just see it
but
everywhere.
wild. But I don't know if there's any taste difference in between the wild and this more domesticated.
Hmm.
But look at the birds; they're killing it.
Oh, yeah.
But I've seen hummingbirds here.
Oh,
I saw a yellow canary-looking thing. It's a little finch, beautiful with black wings. So they're loving the garden, the flower garden, and I didn't see them last year. But the hummingbirds, literally, there was 2 or 3 of them flying around my head when I was in the okra the other day, buzzing me.
they like those. They like the
Zinnias, I'm sure,
zinnias, the
but
color.
they're all over the garden. But I see the birds are eating my elderberry. Uh-oh, this is interesting. That looks dead. Yeah, golly. Not sure why. Maybe it'll come back. Let's go around and look at the big pumpkins. Got Lila number 1, Jackson number 2, Davis 3, Sage 4, and Towns will get the 5th choice this year for pumpkins. And then we got these little things are my favorite. I know a lot of people don't like to mess with them, but man, you talking about good. That is so good. Right off the vine.
Yeah.
And I can eat it.
And
And I-
Davis loves them.
Oh my goodness, Davis picks them and eats more.
I like this. I think it's called a teddy bear. I'm not for sure. There's a great big old bee.
It's beautiful. You see that bumblebee on it?
Mm-hmm.
A farmer once asked me, how much water did you get? Rain. How much rain did you get? I asked, what, a ½ inch? And he said, how much did you keep? And I didn't understand, but now the idea here is to catch all that rainwater into my buckets, into my bins, transfer it to here, catch some more, and I've got water, plenty of water in dry times, rainwater. Now, here's some big size pumpkins. That right there is a winner.
Yeah, wow.
And even though the bugs, squash bugs, got this.
There's a lot of them in here.
Mm-hmm.
There's one. There's some coming on back there.
Yeah. And here's some white ones. Look here. Look at the white one.
Ooh, pretty.
I don't have any weird gourds like I did last year, but we got some grape over there. Nice green peppers. See the grape I just planted? My hay guy, the guy that cuts cuts hay, gave me those two.
Yeah.
They're pretty good quality plants.
Well, thank you, Farmer Vic, for giving us a tour.
I'm not much of a farmer, but I'm blessed to have this fence because otherwise, deer.
Oh yeah, they killed the deer killed us last year.
And raccoons.
And raccoons and possum and everything.
And everything. This year, not so bad. I'm still having a little pest pressure, but not as near as bad as it has been.
All right.
But we got our pole beans I forgot to show you, but it's cool.
And okra, did you even show the okra?
We have 200-foot rows, about 200-foot rows basically.
And beets. We have
a
big row of
and the beets, I made a mistake on the beets. I planted them too close and didn't prune them. And they basically didn't make. I mean, they're going to be small golf ball size instead of really nice. Golf ball size are not bad, but you're just not going to make much out of them. There's another pumpkin there, halfway down. See your big yellow one?
Yeah.
So anyway,
all right.
You live and learn, and I'm gonna learn some more. And next year I'm gonna make it more efficient and less planting, but more production. Because if I like the beets, I put so close together, they're not producing very well. They like some room and space. So you live and learn.
As you go along. All right, bye everybody.
I'm having fun. Enjoy.
Take
Bye bye.
care.